I supposed to have been made this video earlier today, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, I left. I was doing other shit. I was chilling. But there was a post recently on Facebook that I seen about what advice would you give as the women that are over 30, 35. I think the women over 35 give advice to younger ones. And the advice that I had to give, one thing was about just have clear boundaries because they protect you. And it goes into the bigger piece of advice that I gave to younger women. And this can go for older women too, because you know that you can bear children, after a certain age as well. But a lot of young women get caught up in this, and they become resentful later on. And it's this: do not have kids trying to keep a man, whether it's to keep a man with you or to keep a man happy, to fulfill his dreams, his destiny, what legacy that he tells you that he's trying to build. Do not, I repeat, do not have kids for either of those things. As a woman, you should only have kids because you want to be a mother, because you want to go through the process of bearing those children for those 9 months, and because you want to raise them to be productive members of society, productive adults for 18 plus years. And I say plus because just because they hit 18 do not mean that they're grown. They oftentimes will still need your help. And unless they going off to the military or something like that, even then, they still need your help. They still need your support, your love. You still got to be there for them during those times when they come home and when they graduate from boot camp, other things. I'm doing it now. And, me being the age that I am, it doesn't stop. You have evaluated. Maybe you talk to someone else that has had a child. You've been observing, other people, women around you that have went through the process. If you're not ready for sleepless nights, morning sickness, afternoon sickness, nighttime sickness. They say, oh, I just in the morning. No, fuck that. That shit can happen whenever. Okay? Back pain, you feeling hot as fuck and it's cold, or vice versa. Someone, taking up the space in your body and you taking on certain attributes because of your pregnancy, because you're bringing this other person into the world. A lot of women, while they're pregnant, their personality change, their appetite change. That ain't you. That's the soul that you bringing into the world. That's whatever that soul is bringing with it. My son, one of the biggest eaters that I know. I gained so much weight while I was pregnant with my son because I didn't want to do shit but eat. And when he came out, that's who he was. So if you're not ready to take on those different things, and you're not ready to raise that child and prepare and okay with one day it being just you that's doing this, and it's not nothing to bash fathers or nothing like that, but we know that life is short and you don't know where your next day, your next minute, your next hour, none of that shit is. None of us is promised tomorrow. So even if that man is not like, trying to leave you, because, just because a motherfucker is your spouse don't mean that they're going to stay in the marriage, okay? So that person, that man could walk away. And in this country, the children belong to the mother, period. And a man got to jump through some extra hoops or whatever. You have to, willingly give the children to the man in order for them to just go with him. Normally, the children go with the mother. He could walk away and them steal your kids. That's still your responsibility. That's still up to you. And everybody gonna be looking at you for what the fuck you gonna do. Not him. What you gonna do. The man is the afterthought in this motherfucking country. Okay? And let's say, he's all for it. He's gung ho. He's excited about having a kid and everything. He's an amazing father, all of that shit. What if he dies? What if maybe he don't die, but he have a stroke? Or something happen, where, maybe he get in a car accident, something happen and he's not able to help you like that. What if he in the military and he get deployed? And you got to do this by yourself. If you already had the stance and had the mindset that you were doing this for him, you may end up becoming resentful to your children, resentful to him, resentful within yourself or to yourself, beating yourself up, upset. This is where a lot of postpartum comes from. And motherfuckers don't never talk about this. They'll never talk about this. A lot of times when women go through postpartum depression, it is because they are mourning the loss of their own freedom. They are mourning the loss of the way that their life was before. They're mourning the loss of whatever that they thought their life was going to be like. Reality hits them like a ton of fucking bricks. And they can't take it. They mentally and emotionally cannot fucking take it. The women who, they really wanted this, and it didn't matter whether or not, the man was, going to be able to take part or whatever. They just really wanted it. Them, the women that be happy and excited and ecstatic through the whole process. Even if their feet hurt and swole, the nose getting bigger, they gaining weight, what the fuck ever, they happy about having this child. Because that's what the fuck they deep down within themselves wanted. People don't talk about this shit because a lot of women, they feel like they're going to be judged. They feel like that people going to talk shit about them or, or somebody don't feel like they're a terrible person for giving that truth or telling that truth. I done did here before now for many years. A lot of women sat in my chair and cried and talked about how they felt about having children. I know someone personally that had many children for someone they were married to, and the shit did not work out. And that person is not married to someone else and don't have not one kid with that someone else, and they happily fucking ever after. Shit will take a toll on you. You need to know that it's what you want. If you want 3, 4, 5, 17 motherfuckers, do that shit. Do it with all your heart. But if you know within yourself, you know what, I really don't want that. Or if you're not for sure that that's something that you want, don't you jump and do that shit just because, well, he said he wanted us to have a baby. Or we in a bad place in our relationship and, this baby gonna make stuff different. This baby gonna make us feel better. That baby don't change shit. It may bring some joy at that time, but all the things that come around it, that come along with it, absolutely the financial aspect, that's a given. You better have some motherfucking money. You better be cashed up. Alright? Bring the child into the world and believing like, well, since I got a baby now, I can get housing. Since I got a baby now, I can get food stamps. Since I got a baby now, I can get free medical. The government at any motherfucking point in time could say, nope, we're not doing that shit no more. Or nope, we limiting that to only certain shit now. Nope, you only able to get something the first year of the baby life. Like, that shit could fucking happen. So be prepared. Be fucking prepared. Know that this is what you truly want within yourself as a woman, that you really want to be a mother, that you really want to do this. Never do that shit for another person. Don't do that shit to make your family happy. Don't do that shit because, my parents, they waiting on me to get us some grandbabies. Fuck them people. This shit needs to be about you and what you really want for you. At the end of the day, you left with you. You know what I'm saying? You came in this motherfucker by yourself. You're going to leave this bitch by yourself. And the decision that you made in between your beginning and your end, that shit fall on you. You can't put that shit on nobody else. But I just wanted to say that. I really hope that this helps someone get perspective on what they're gonna do with their life, where they're going with their life in regards to parenthood and motherhood, because it fucking matters where your mind is at, where your heart is at when you do these things, and it affects the children. Kids ain't fucking stupid. Kids know if a motherfucker really wanted them or not. They might not be able to pinpoint and put their finger on and why this and why that, but it affects them. And sometimes they still end up becoming productive members of society, whether a motherfucker treated them right or not, or whether a motherfucker made them feel wanted or not. And other times it go all the way left. So make sure that this is what the fuck you truly want in your heart of hearts before you embark on that journey, because it's definitely a journey being a parent. The kids gonna go through all kind of stages and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stages from infant to toddler to small child to big kid to adolescent and preteen to teenage to older teen to adult, and they still your fucking kid, and you still gotta be there, and you still gotta do right by them, and you still gotta uphold your position. And if there's some shit you really didn't want, it's gonna be hard on your motherfucking ass. For real, for real. But y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed evening. I hope y'all was able to hear me. I know I'm in the car and it's the volume is a little different. If I go back and I can't really hear, I might re-record this. Just take it in if you was able to hear me well. This has been Free Game. Toodles.